ADR, this is King Black, and I wanted to do a reading of a book that I found in my childhood archives. This is a book that some of us may have read but may have forgotten the significance of the story that it tells, and it can also apply itself to what we deal with on a daily basis, whether race or gangs. So bear with me for the duration of this video while I read you this book, and it is a children's book, but just close your eyes, listen, and just try to capture what it's trying to say. Here they are. I'm also going to have my son next to me during the reading of this, so you may hear him. These are the purple people. They like purple food. They have purple pets. They think purple is best. These are the blue people. They like blue food. They have blue pets. They think blue is best. These are the green people. Can you guess what kind of food they like? What kind of pets do they have? One day, the purple people said, "We need more toys." The blue people said, "We need more blue food." And the green people said, "We don't need anything because we are the best." Before they knew how it happened, they were all fighting and hurting each other. It was war. The houses were ruined. The animals were hurt. The plants were smashed. All of their toys were broken. The food was running out, and everyone was sad. Then one little child, all covered with dust, walked up and said, "Stop! Why are we hurting each other? We are different, but we are the same." Everyone looked at the little child. Was he purple? Was he blue? Was he green? No one could tell. He was just dusty. "This war is mean," he said. "It is scary. We should all be friends. We all have feelings that make us happy or sad. We all love animals and flowers and rainbows. We should learn to live together." The different people looked at each other. They smiled. "He's right," they shouted. The war was over. Soon they began Soon they began to help each other build houses. Everyone helped to take care of the animals. They traded seeds among one another for planting. The people were happier. There was still the problem of food. There would only be enough food. They mixed it all up and everyone ate all of the different colors. So they did. They ate it. They loved it. "This is better than anything," they shouted. They were happy to all be friends. The land of many colors became a peaceful, loving world. The end. The effect that a simple children's book can have in our daily life, or what we can take away from this book, is, especially in gang life, we cannot injure or kill others simply only because of the color they wear. Now, I know in many cases there is more to it than that, but let me paint a picture for you, alright? If I'm in a public park or a gas station and I see a Crip minding his own business or isn't acting hostile towards me, how does it benefit me to start a confrontation with him that will lead to violence? People have this banging mentality where no matter the situation, they get tunnel vision and just want to attack on sight, regardless if there is any aggression. You have to know how to keep this in check in order to avoid going to prison for something that could have been avoided completely. Many people and members have lost their lives being shot from behind or ambushed only because of the color of the flag they wear in a public place. I understand other organizations do not care, which is why I always say be mindful and attentive of where you are and be ready to defend yourself, but to not be provocative. There shouldn't be many reasons why a brawl breaks out in the middle of a Foot Locker. There's no reason why a shootout should have to happen in the middle of a mall, packed with kids. There's no excuse. And even in self-defense, you have to know to what level you're going to defend yourself, and if it requires deadly action, how to minimize collateral damage. Which is why those of you who own firearms legally or have a license to carry, I suggest that you guys go twice a month to the range and get some target practice in. Not only does this help de-stress you and take away some of the anger you may be holding inside, but when it comes to the time that you may have to defend yourself or others or another brother or sister from a life or death situation, or you are being attacked, you are able to successfully put those shots down range where they need to go, on target. You know, as they say, it is much better to be tried by 12 than to be carried by 6. But there's no reason that at every opportunity you should seek to cause confrontation, because taking a life has become extremely easy nowadays. We have become desensitized to death, to what it means to kill. They don't tell you about the long-term consequences, the potential PTSD, the nightmares, flashbacks, and why so many people who are killers have to turn to drugs to try and escape what they feel. And these kind of negative side effects are minimized when it happened because of self-defense. But you have to remember that if you are outside with your kid or your wife, you wouldn't want anybody running up on you. So why, in a public place that's not your community, would you want to actively pursue somebody who is not engaging you in a negative manner? You know, you don't have to try and stare them down if they happen to catch your eye. You don't have to lower your eyes, but just go on about your business. You know, you can't be stuck in a deer in the headlights trying to see whose D is bigger, especially when you're out and about. You know, going out of your house to go pump some gas is not a reason for you to never come home and be put in a casket, or it's not a good enough reason to be placed in the back of a police car or be caught on CCTV assaulting a member of another organization first, or potentially killing them. This book, this children's book, speaks to me about things that we have lost since we were kids. As we were kids, we were taught to share, play nice, respect others. But how quick we are to forget that once we hit 18, that we become our own man. If you're a female, your own woman. You know, we think we're all big and bad, we're invincible. And our nation is powerful. But it is not something you should use to cause violence.